In a rush to address its bottlenecks in production, Boeing hit problems, pushing pieces together with excessive force to make them appear that the gaps don't exist, even though they exist. The gap didn't actually go away, and this may result in premature fatigue failure. Effectively, they are putting out defective airplanes.
Salaport testified that he took his concerns to the top of the company, but was not only ignored, but intimidated by bosses. And he also said he believes someone slashed his tires with a nail while at work. Another whistleblower on the panel was former Boeing manager Ed Pearson, who first came forward after the twin 737 MAX crashes in October 2018 and March 2019 that killed 346 people. He said some also terrifying things about the safety of planes that are currently in the skies.
Boeing routinely states that their airplanes meet or exceed all safety standards. This is untrue and misrepresents the safety of the airplanes. The company illegally removed thousands of quality control inspections on individual airplanes without the FAA's knowledge and without the knowledge of the airlines. Although many of these inspections have been reinstated, hundreds of airplanes have left Boeing factories without those thousands of inspections.
Pearson then said he had information to prove Boeing is involved in a criminal cover-up related to that mishap on the Alaska Air flight when the door blew out in midair. Federal regulators and the Department of Justice are investigating the incident, but have been stymied by claims made by Boeing that they don't have certain communications related to the assembly of that defective door. Pearson said, "That's a lie."
The NTSB chair reiterated to Congress last week that Boeing has said there are no records documenting the removal of the Alaska Airlines door. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is a criminal cover-up. Records do, in fact, exist. I know this because I've personally passed them to the FBI.
Another witness at the hearing, Joe Jacobson, a former engineer at the FAA, also cautioned about the airworthiness of planes that are currently in the sky. He accused federal regulators of improperly clearing the way to allow 737 MAX jets to fly again following those 2018 and 2019 crashes.
The recertification of the MAX has been characterized as the most comprehensive in the history of aviation. This is also a false narrative. During the recertification of the MAX, FAA leadership supported Boeing's effort to narrow the scope to primarily focus on MCAS. MCAS was a mess for sure, but other critical items were off the re-examination table. The MAX crew alerting system doesn't meet current design requirements, and by my count, the old standard has contributed to 8 fatal crashes of Boeing aircraft and 885 deaths since 1996. The grandfathered design of this MAX leaves many vulnerabilities. When combined with the failure to investigate the manufacturing chaos identified nearly 6 years ago by Ed Pearson, this has led to a predictable but still shocking list of unsafe conditions.
Yikes. Now, it's important not to lose sight of why all this is happening, why Boeing is so dismissive of its engineers. And the reason is because things like halting production, doing recalls, scrapping designs, doing new tests and training, and so on, all that stuff costs money. It all affects the bottom line. And the name of the game is profit seeking, extreme profit seeking. And maybe there was a time in the company's history when it better balanced safety and revenue, but not anymore. And the company is making billions of dollars in profits every year to show for it. The chair of the subcommittee that convened Wednesday's hearing, Senator Richard Blumenthal, said that his panel has also heard from other Boeing whistleblowers, including one who was threatened with termination after raising safety concerns. So at what point has Boeing completely abused the charter that allows it to operate a business? And what are regulators going to do about it? Hard to think of a company that's more deserving of the corporate death penalty than one that's allowed hundreds of people to die on their planes while chasing profits. I'm pro-life, and I take no pleasure in saying that. Just kidding. Corporations aren't people. Fuck them.